Welcome to Talk to Korea. I am Soo-young Yoon. The Korean entertainment industry has become huge, fascinating more and more people beyond borders. A Korean wave is blowing not only in mass media but also in medical circles. More and more overseas patients are coming to South Korea to benefit from the Korean medical techniques. Physicians too are rushing to Korea to learn the latest surgery techniques. In the midst of all this, the International Hip Lip Surgery course provided by the Jeonnam National University Hwasun Hospital Joint Center just completed its 12th overall training course, allowing great numbers of overseas doctors to participate in the program. Frequently, participants who came to learn the surgery techniques have wanted to stay longer in order to receive more concentrated training or have invited Korean professors back to their own countries. Let's take a closer look at what is making the hip surgery so special there.
우리 몸에 관절염이 생길 수 있는 부위는 120여 곳이 넘습니다. 그중 고관절 질환은 노인뿐 아니라 젊은 사람들에게도 잘 생기는데요. 고관절 수술을 하고 3시간 만에 걸을 수 있는 획기적인 수술 방법이 국내 의료진에 의해 개발돼 미국 특허를 받기도 했습니다. 그 주인공이죠. 화순 전남대병원 윤택림 교수를 만나보겠습니다.
Professor Yoon-taek Lim constantly strives through his research to discover better and better treatments for his patients. Let's take a closer look at the hip operation he has developed. Patients who have undergone surgery from Professor Yoon share something in common. They all recover swiftly from their surgeries.
한번 걸어보시게. 네.
Moon Hong-guk is having no problems walking even though only 3 days have passed since his surgery.
나중에 힘이 좀 생기면은 근력 생기고 그러면 훨씬 잘 걸으죠.
Is it all right for patients to be back on their feet just a few days after a major surgery?
수술한 다음 날부터 조금씩 걸어당겼어요. 근데 그때 의사님이 하기 전에도 바로 걸을 수 있을 거라고 또 그렇게 얘기하시더라고요. 그래서 이제 그런 거 없다 그러고 이제 걸어갔죠.
This rapid recovery is attributable to the 2-incision minimally invasive surgery developed by Professor Yoon.
위쪽에 있는 인공관절을 넣고 이건 째서 이제 아래쪽에 있는 인공관절을 넣어요. 그래서 이제 이 두 부위를 이렇게 조금씩 째가지고 했는데 이제 안에 근육을 자르지 않기 때문에 바로 이렇게 활동을 할 수 있는 거예요.
To date, more than 150 doctors have come to learn this U.S. patented 2-incision minimally invasive total hip arthroplasty.
윤택림 교수가 개발한 두 부위 최소 침습 인공 고관절 치환술은 근육을 자르지 않는 수술 방법으로 환자의 회복 기간을 크게 단축시켰습니다. 또한 합병증의 위험도 줄여서 우리나라 고관절 치료 수준을 세계적인 수준으로 올려놓았다는 평가를 받고 있는데요. 연간 700대에 달하는 수술을 집도하면서도 새로운 수술법을 개발해낼 수 있는 원동력은 어디에서 비롯되는 것일까요?
어떤 한 가지를 열심히 계속 하게 되면은 항상 더 좋은 방법이 나오듯이 이 수술 방법도 계속 그쪽으로 시술하면서 이런 이 모디피케이션을 하면은 더 좋지 않을까 하는, 그래서 이제 거기에 대해서 계속 생각을 많이 하고 거기에 이제 확신이 생기면은 이제 그 방법을 하는 거죠.
Professor Yoon-taek Lim is always thinking about what would be the best treatment for his patients. Each surgery poses a unique challenge and case study for him.
환자분은 55세 여자분이신데 이 우측에 이 대퇴골두 무혈성 괴사증이 있어요. 그래서 왼쪽은 이렇게 골두가 동그란데 이쪽은 위가 함몰이 돼가지고 이게 이제 안에서 깨져 있거든요. 이 괴사된 대퇴골두를 제거를 하고 여기다가 이제 인공관절을 삽입을 할 예정입니다.
The surgery begins. The most advanced element of Professor Yoon's surgery is making 2 incisions.
전에 방법은 여기서부터 이렇게 쬐는데 이 방법은 이 앞에 조그만 거다고 여기 조그만 거 이렇게 쪼개서 양쪽으로 들어갑니다. 그래서 수술을 이쪽에서 한번 하고 이쪽에서 하고.
After slicing through the skin and fat layer, he slips between the muscles without cutting them. Next, a saw is used to remove the damaged femoral head. This is the femoral head, the top part of the thigh bone.
여기 있습니다. 이게 이제 완전히 무너졌어요. 이렇게 전체가 이 레벨에 있어서 이렇게 있어야 될 것이 이게 전체가 막 무너졌죠. 그래서 다 쪼글쪼글 돼 있잖아요. 원래는 이런 식으로 돼야지. 밑에는 안 무너져 있는데.
To make a socket for the prothesis, a milling cutter is used to shave cartilage and bone.
자, 48번을. 자, 이제 위쪽은 준비는 다 끝났어요. 이제 나중에 뒤쪽 준비하고 인공관절 넣기만 하면 됩니다.
The second incision is made at the back of the hip. The incision is so narrow that the procedure requires considerable experience. An implant is inserted for connection to the femoral head through the posterior incision. To make a space for the prosthesis, the bone is being shaved.
정확하게 보기 위해서 엑스레이를 찍어가지고 제대로 좋은 사이즈가 들어갔는지를 확인합니다.
Precision is of utmost importance in artificial joint surgery.
됐습니다. 이 사이즈로 넣을 겁니다. 이제
The appropriately sized prosthesis is inserted through the posterior incision. It is crucial to implant it at the correct angle. Another prosthesis has already been measured and is implanted and set in place through the frontal incision. Lastly, a ceramic femoral head is inserted to serve as a joint.
넣고 자 릴리스. 오케이. 자 그러면 이제 딱 맞는 게 있지. 제대로 들어갔어.
He conducts several tests and stages in order to determine whether both legs are of equal lengths and the prostheses are well placed. After the incisions are closed, the surgery is complete.
수술이 아주 성공적으로 잘 됐습니다. 그래서 이 환자분은 몸 컨디션만 좋으면은 내일 아침부터 걸어도 될 그럴 정도로 아주 상태가 좋습니다. 예.
Since Professor Yoon first performed his 2-incision minimally invasive total hip arthroplasty in 2003, he has operated on over 2,000 patients. The biggest strengths of the operation method are rapid patient recovery and fewer complications, including dislocations. Mr. Park underwent the surgery 1 month ago and is now leading a normal life without any difficulties.
지금은 이제 괜찮습니다. 괜찮고 뭐 걷는 것도 계단 올라가고 오르내리는 거나 보행 시에도 별 무리 없이 하고 있습니다.
Professor Yoon Taek Nim performs constant research to discover improved treatments as well as operation methods. He has 40 patents on artificial joints alone, but he says he still has a long way to go.
앞으로 제 수술 방법을 전 세계로 보급하는 일을 하고 싶고 의학이 발달되지 않은 그런 나라에도 정말로 우리가 교육을 많이 해서 그분들도 정말로 좋은 의학 교육을 받아서 그 나라 사람들한테 잘 혜택이 갈 수 있도록 그런 하는 그런 여러 가지 일들이 내가 계속 앞으로 할 수 있었으면 좋겠다라고 생각을 하고 있습니다.
Professor Yoon Taek Nim is a globally recognized expert in artificial hip joint surgery. However, he never stays satisfied with the status quo. He will keep driving forward to cure more and more patients with ever better treatments.
Minimally invasive 2-incision total hip arthroplasty. Professor Yoon Taek Rim performed it more than 2,000 times. Combined with other hip operations, the record exceeds 7,500. Thanks to Professor Yoon, the number of patients heading to Jeonnam National University Hospital increases each year. Along with the advanced medical technique, islands of 2,000 and more, vast mudflat, mild climate are what attract the medical tourists to enjoy the South Jeolla province. But today's Wheeling and Healing takes you to the South Jeolla province of the superb natural scenery.
At the southwestern corner of the Korean peninsula lies a province where nature remains intact. we invite you to South Jeolla Province, a healthful region where well-being can be developed in harmony with nature.
자연 속에서 자연을 만끽하며 건강을 되찾고 싶은 마음은 세계인들의 공통점이 아닐까 하는데요. 그런데 대한민국 전라남도에 그 해답이 있다고 하는데요. 생명치유의 도시 전라남도로 지금 떠나보실까요?
Miss Swain has been suffering from excruciating headaches. She came to this hospital for a thorough examination of the blood vessels in her brain.
I am here because I've been having many headaches and nausea problems. So I think I might possibly have something wrong with my brain. And I hear that the Gamma Knife Center.
The Gamma Knife is the latest medical tool designed to alleviate the suffering of patients with brain conditions by using energy in place of surgery.
이것도 방사선 치료 일종인데 기존의 방사선 치료하고 다른 점은 한 번의 치료에 정상 내 손상 없이 치료를 완전하게 할 수 있다는 것이 장점이죠. 칼로 잘라낸 것처럼 그렇게 치료를 한다 해서 나이프라는 말을 쓰네요. 감마 나이프라고. 감마 방사선을 이용한 나이프.
Through MRA, magnetic resonance angiography, cerebral vascular conditions can be examined thoroughly.
두통 때문에 시행한 뇌 MRA상 그 정상 소견을 나왔기 때문에 향후 약물 치료와 안정을 취하면 되시겠습니다.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
오늘 검사 받아보신 소감이 어떠세요?
I am very happy with my test results today. They were very, very good. But for the future, I will spend more time resting for my health.
After treatment, she headed to Nakanupsong, which has been relatively well preserved since it was designated as the 302nd National Historic Landmark in 1983. It's a Joseon Dynasty castle with all the ancient images of a folk village, allowing us to observe and experience the Korean culture of that period.
이 모습은요, 우리나라 전통적인 재판의 모습을 보여주는 거예요.
Seeing and touching a variety of traditional items, such as mannequin flogging criminals, they seemed happy to be learning more and more about South Korea.
There is lots of fresh air, and you can see a traditional Korean village.
A province which blends well with nature, South Jeolla Province. A number of patients are visiting a clinic in Yeosu City that specializes in shoulder joint treatment.
Везде болит. Везде болит.
안녕하세요. 병원엔 어떻게 찾아오게 되셨나요?
Когда идут дожди, у меня стали болеть колени и плечи, и поэтому я пришла в больницу узнать, в чем причина. Поэтому я хочу, чтобы мне исправили это, потому что когда идут дожди, просто сильно болят и очень тяжело просто дома находиться.
Marina has suffered from shoulder and knee pain. She underwent an X-ray examination to find out why. The degree of pain she experiences is also checked by testing the contraction and relaxation of muscles. If the pain in the shoulders goes unchecked, it could lead to muscle cramps.
아령 가지고 운동도 하고 그다음에 고무줄을 이용해서 운동도 해서 수술보다는 이런 운동 치료를 해서 치료를 하는 거예요.
Here, patients are receiving physical therapy from equipment for shoulder joint treatment. It helps them to gently remove their joints without strain.
지금 이거를 무릎을 구부렸다 폈다 하는 동작을 대신 기계가 해주는 거예요. 하나도 통증 없어요.
The physical therapy was completely comfortable and highly effective.
Мне очень понравилось. Мы вот сейчас и полечилась, да, без боли. И такое ощущение, будто мне все, ничего не болит.
South Jeolla Province is also an ideal tourist destination with 4 distinct seasons. Surrounded by fresh air, they boarded a sightseeing boat. Now they're ready to experience the unique nature of South Jeolla Province.
Мне тоже очень понравилось, классно.
Receiving a warm welcome from the seagulls on their way to an island, their pleasure has doubled.
입항하는 곳은 오동도입니다. 오동도입니다.
This is Odongdo, or Odong Island, a typical island of South Jeolla Province, often referred to as Camellia Island or Flower Island. Here's one way to promote your health in nature. They took off their shoes and walked into nature for acupressure treatment.
너무 시원해요. 조금 아프긴 한데 시원해요.
Camellia flowers appear only in winter. Under the brilliant sun, the camellia trees appear even greener.
여수의 특산품 동백차라고 해요. 한번 마셔볼까요?
A sweet camellia tea made from dried red camellia flowers preserved intact.
이 동백꽃 특유의 향도 이렇게 나면서요. 달콤하고 너무 맛있고 시원해요.
Мне очень понравилось здесь, так хорошо, так красиво, свежий воздух. И я забыла, что я болела. Мне очень нравится приезжать в гости.
In partnership with nature, South Jeolla Province helps you regain a more healthy life. It's a place where your soul and your body can both find comfort as you grow closer to the beauty of the natural surroundings.
It was a wonderful day at the zoo with brown-eyed girls. They saw amazing animals and cute baby monkeys. Since they spent such a great time together, it was all the more difficult and painful to say goodbye.
Bye, bye.
The 9th episode of Brown-Eyed Girls Healing Hands begins now. Meanwhile, the results of the operation on the Mongolian girl, Odsurjama, are going to be checked today.
손가락 몇 개?
This is the most painful part of her surgery, and Odsurjama sheds crocodile tears. The dressing is completed.
너무 애가 잘 참아. 피부 이식된 부위가 지금 이제 안정화 추세에 들어갔고, 다음 주 화요일 정도면 실밥을 뽑고 웬만큼은 이제 가벼운 드레싱으로 아마 할 수 있겠고. 잘 됐어요.
The doctor's approval means that she can go out with brown-eyed girls at some point next week.
소녀 어때?
She is all smiles, as if she was never in any pain. She prays that the week will fly by so she can show her 10 fingers off to the members of Brown-Eyed Girls. Finally, a week has passed. The long-awaited brown-eyed girls arrive. Today's outing has been greatly anticipated. They arrive at the Dongdaemun shopping complex, a center packed with pretty dresses and special accessories. Oturjama tries on a princess tiara. It seems to be just her style. Oturjama could not be happier than with pororo and some ice cream. While Oturjama is changing into a dress, Jaya prepares something special for her.
치마가 너무 드레스 입고 싶어 해가지고 액세서리를 드레스랑 어울린 거 골라봤는데 제가 하고 싶어요.
Oturjama has transformed into a pretty pink princess. What has brown-eyed girls prepared for Oturjama, the girl who underwent hand surgery?
치마 입고 놀기 힘들다. 앉아 있어봐. 손. 팔이 힘들었어.
Brown-eyed girls wants her to experience the weightless thrill of a trampoline. Oturjama's happy smile makes the girls bounce even harder. Phew! Oturjama really gave us a workout. After having so much fun, brown-eyed girls and Oturjama grow hungry. So what's on today's lunch menu?
닭고기가 하나 주세요.
Oturjama is very excited about a variety of dishes she's never seen before.
말할 겨를이 없어. 뭐 이러 언니들이 다 뿌리쳐 지금 막 먹을 거 같아서.
치마가 먹고 싶은 게 너무 많아요 지금. 수박도 그래
아니,
수박도. 야 다 해.
먹고 싶다.
남으면 언니들이 다 먹으면 되지.
At last, they start lunch. Oturjama eyes the slice of pizza that Jaya is eating.
뜨거. 그렇지. 뜨거.
She devours that pizza.
그냥 생겼어. 또.
But the girls have another surprise.
예쁘다. 가고 싶어 얘가.
몽골에서 잘 입고 다녀.
몽골 뛰는 사람 쓰는 자.
Brown-eyed girls chose the aquarium as today's final surprise for Oturjama. She has no real concept of the sea since she grew up in Mongolia's grasslands. This is a whole new world for Oturjama.
저기 상어야? 이거 상어야 상어. 이거 가오리. 우와.
저 넙치야?
가오리.
It almost seems like Jaya grew up in Mongolia too. Oturjama is given a chance to feed the fish herself.
이거를 여러 개를 줘야지. 미련이랑 같이.
Every time a school of fish gathers in front of her, Oturjama beams with a smile. It's exciting to explore the underwater world. We have to take pictures to preserve these memories. Oturjama keeps smiling, passing through the giant underwater tunnel. She feels as if she were under the sea. that their happy outing under the sea is nearing its end.
여기서 빨리빨리 해야 돼. 맞아, 빨리 세게 자, 진짜. 공부를 잘 가고 만나세요. 알았죠? 남자친구도 빨리 만들고. 자! 좋댄다. 안아주고 뽀뽀.
It was not a sad goodbye, thanks to the bright smile on her face.
건강해.
However, for a long time to come, brown-eyed girls will miss the time they spent together because it ended so quickly.
스마, 하이. 자마야. 오늘처럼 항상 밝았으면 좋겠고 손 빨리 꼭 나와가지고 우리가 선물해준 반지도 꼭 꼈으면 좋겠고 몽골에 가서도 지금처럼 계속 밝은 모습으로 학교도 잘 다니고 드레스도 많이 입고
네가 나중에 조금 더 시간이 지나서 성숙한 또 어른이 되고 아가씨가 됐을 때도 언니들 잊지 말고 부모님 말씀 잘 듣고 또 멋있는 남자친구를 빨리 만들길 바래. 건강해.
All the other kids have left, but Ming Rui remains alone in the hospital. He spends a pleasant day with Jaya. Don't miss the final episode of Brown-Eyed Girl's Healing Hands.
After surgery, Osir Jama went on an outing. I was delighted to see her growing healthier and regaining her bright smile. I hope she enjoys a healthy and happy life when she returns to Mongolia and continues to smile the way she does now. Well, Jeonnam National University Hospital at Hwasun was rated at the top from the assessment of the medical institutions conducted by the Ministry of Health and Welfare this year. It received the excellent grade in protecting the patient's rights and the quality of the medical treatment. Well, those of you who have watched today's episode would doubtlessly know the reason why. Well, that is it for today's story. I will be back next week with even more fascinating stories here on Dr. Korea. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.